In the medieval world of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, there are many heroes and villains with insane abilities beyond those of other superheroes. But there's one guy who stands out, with powers that are still fairy tales for many heroes. We're talking about Tri-Klops, the panoramic warrior. This guy is simply built differently, and no, this isn't just a metaphor. Tri-Klops is one of a kind. From his origin to his structure, everything is unique. In this episode, we're going to look at Tri-Klops' unique physiology and all his distinctive quirks. If you're a fan of the Masters of the Universe franchise, then you'll surely enjoy it. But if you're new, stick around, cause you're about to meet your new favorite supervillain. Are you ready?
Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin.
Who are Tri-Klops? How did he lose his vision and get it back? Tri-Klops was an evil force in the Masters of the Universe storyline. He is a henchman of Skeletor and a worthy opponent of He-Man. He can be easily identified as Tri-Klops, who stands out with a rotating visor helmet that contains 3 artificial eyes, hence the name Tri-Klops. Neat, isn't it? Each eye comes with unique capabilities that allow him to use them in numerous ways. Tri-Klops is portrayed as either seeing in 3 directions simultaneously or using one eye at a time by rotating the visor. Now, that completely depends on various media. Originally, Tri-Klops was a skilled hunter and swordsman. He caught Skeletor's attention due to his immense strength, which is equal to, if not beyond, He-Man's. Tri-Klops' mechanical visor grants him abilities like long-distance sight, blinding enemies with projected light, and seeing in total darkness. Tri-Klops demonstrated deadly skills during combat situations. One such crazy instance would be when he knocked out Battle Cat with a single punch and nearly defeated He-Man. Tri-Klops, also a member of Skeletor's team, usually keeps a calm and quiet attitude. Although he's loyal to Skeletor, he's cautious about betraying him. Yeah, this is pretty cool. However, my favorite origin story of Tri-Klops is from an alternate origin from the 2002 He-Man and the Masters of the Universe animated series. In this one, Tri-Klops was initially a noble swordsman who lost his sight due to a magic spell. He was serving as a defender for a research center, and he relied on his remaining senses. You know, kinda like Daredevil. Shortly, Tri-Klops was manipulated by Keldor, which led him to believe that the tower's owner had deceived him, resulting in Tri-Klops assisting Keldor in taking over the tower. Keldor created a mechanical visor to restore Tri-Klops' sight as a reward for his assistance, while secretly ensuring his loyalty. Tri-Klops' complex origin story enhances his character in the Masters of the Universe tale. How many eyes does he have? Tri-Klops, as the name suggests, has 3 eyes, or maybe none. Let me explain. This guy was blinded by a magical spell, and for a long time he managed his evil plans by using nothing but his senses. Later, his evil master Skeletor restores his sight in a dark deal. Tri-Klops accepted his offer and became a member of Skeletor's Masters of Evil. He's clearly recognized by his very unique 3-eyed helmet, and as we know it, each eye serves a different function. Different versions of the franchise depict varied features for Tri-Klops' eyes. Most commonly, they are depicted as Distivision, which means he can see from great distances, Night Vision, allowing him to see in the dark, and Gamma Vision, letting him see through or around objects. In some iterations, every eye also possesses a unique optic blast. In further versions, one eye may offer similar features like telescopic vision and night vision. However, another may project energy blasts and blinding light flashes. Now this one's pretty interesting. The third one could provide foresight into the future. Yeah, that's right. Tri-Klops' 3-eyed helmet enhances his character and gives him advanced vision, depending on the particular version in the Masters of the Universe storyline.
Motherboard demands a sacrifice be made of their fetid flesh.
Are all his eyes uniform in shape? Tri-Klops' visor originally featured 3 geometric shapes, a square, a circle, and a triangle. This gave it a more mechanical rather than mystical appearance. However, the Mattel action figure toy line presented a different story. Notably, the toy release showing 3 different face sculpts. Each one exhibited an increasingly severe scowl, escalating in anger. Differences in Masters of the Universe character designs between early comics and final toys typically occur because artists use early prototype prototype drawings as references, rather than the final art piece. Tri-Klops' look in the mini-comic, The Terror of Tri-Klops, might resent a similar early concept design for the figure. This design choice might indicate that with each eye, Tri-Klops intensifies in anger, maybe leading to a more ferocious battle with minimal room for mercy. The changing scowls on the action figure's face imply an intentional depiction of increasing anger. All they wanted was to emphasize the character's fierce and relentless nature. I think they did a pretty good job there. Why is he the main inventor of Skeletor? Tri-Klops is one of Skeletor's most intelligent and loyal warriors. It's noteworthy that he has excelled not just as an inventor, but also as a swordsman. However, Tri-Klops isn't the top brainiac in the Masters of the Universe. He was always overshadowed by Man-at-Arms. Despite this, he served as Skeletor's top inventor. Tri-Klops crafted not just weapons, but vehicles too, from his lab in Snake Mountain. Among his notable creations were the Doom Seekers, a floating machine that played a crucial role in Skeletor's conquest of Eternia. These devices were operated by Tri-Klops himself and served as spy tools. His inventions were mostly used to provide valuable intelligence by spying on He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. The Doom Seeker became crucial when it revealed a crack in the Mystic Wall. Now that proved to be a key element in Skeletor's plans. During battle, a Doom Seeker also projected a force field on Teela and fixed her in a deadly position, targeted by a magnetite meteor. Shortly, He-Man intervened, damaged the Doom Seeker, and defeated its purpose, much to Tri-Klops' frustration. Despite setbacks, Tri-Klops continued to contribute to Skeletor's evil plans through his inventions and strategic use of technology. Can Tri-Klops unlock the powers of ancient magic, or is his strength limited to technological prowess? Tri-Klops shows a mastery of combining technology with ancient magic, as seen in the Masters of the Universe Revelation animated series. In this storyline, he seizes the opportunity to lead the cult of Motherboard after Skeletor and He-Man are presumed dead. The irony lies in the condemnation of magic, yet he utilizes one of the last magical items to perform rituals. Tri-Klops orchestrates a ceremony where electronically alive-looking water emerges from an altar in Snake Mountain. It is then collected in a magic goblet and offered. Followers who drink it undergo instant transformation into cyborgs. They are complete with mechanical weapons replacing various limbs. Notably, characters like Trapjaw and Whiplash join Motherboard and receive enhancements, emphasizing Tri-Klops' role in embracing both technology and magic within the Masters of the Universe narrative.
Motherboard demands a sacrifice be made of their fetid flesh.
Tri-Klops is a drone in Netflix's He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. In the Netflix series Tri-Klops, Tri-Klops turns into a floating drone with complex physiology, consisting of a very similar large mechanical headgear ring and smaller connected parts with light circuits. It featured 3 rotating optic lenses, red, blue, and green. Originally, he was constructed by Cronus in the series. Here, Tri-Klops serves as a surveillance and retrieval drone programmed to follow specific instructions. Cronus sends out Tri-Klops to find King Randor when Beastman has trouble locating him in the sewers. Now, the drone is tasked with intercepting the Sorcerer tribe, guarding Randor. As a drone, Tri-Klops acts discreetly and subtly to avoid attracting attention. Despite its mechanical nature, it displays a hint of awareness of emotions. This was seen when it lowered its head in response to Trapjaw's intervention, indicating a simulated expression of being upset. Tri-Klops lenses have many features, like scanning technology capable of registering thermal signatures and facilitating the detection and tracking of targets. As a stealth drone, it uses cloaking technology to achieve complete camouflage. Its most deadly capability involves latching onto a person's head and overriding their mind. It can assume complete control over its host. Tri-Klops can also utilize the natural skills and abilities of their host, like allowing a witch to cast spells. Imagine taking over a world-class assassin. Boy, this is one cool ability for a drone. Additionally, Tri-Klops can utilize its camouflage technology to hide itself while controlling a host. Why, you ask? Well, simply, this minimizes suspicion of external control.
Robot.
Is he more powerful than Skeletor and He-Man? A good example of a battle between Skeletor and Tri-Klops would be from the mini-comic series The Terror of Tri-Klops. In desperation to defeat He-Man and unlock the secrets of Grayskull, Skeletor teleports the powerful warrior Tri-Klops. However, he forgot one small thing: consent. Finding himself in a new place, Tri-Klops is furious and wants to destroy anything in his way. He threatens Skeletor for disrupting his mission and summoning him without his desire. One of his lackeys, Beastman, gets angry as his master is threatened, and he launches a stealthy attack. To his surprise, Tri-Klops sees it and grabs the beast by his neck. I guess Beastman found out about his panoramic vision the hard way. However, right before Tri-Klops is about to finish Beastman, Master Skeletor comes to his rescue. He uses magic and shoots Tri-Klops with a blast. The attack was powerful enough to send Tri-Klops flying. He gets back on his feet in no time. However, right before he can retaliate, Skeletor makes an offer, and the fight halts. Now, this entire event makes it pretty clear that Tri-Klops is no match for the evil Skeletor. Even with the ability to see everything at once, Tri-Klops couldn't see Skeletor's attack. Or maybe he did see it, but just wasn't fast enough to dodge it. Secondly, despite possessing superhuman strength, he blew away like a leaf when Skeletor attacked. Tri-Klops is surely one of the greatest warriors in the He-Man universe. However, he's no match for the Master of Evil, Skeletor. Marvelous verdict. Wow, that was one hell of an episode. I told you this guy has some crazy tricks under his belt. I mean, which other hero or villain can you think of with a rotating visor and different attack modes with each eye? I remember comic book characters for a living, and even I can't think of one. Masters of the Universe has a really kick-ass range of villains, but not all of them are as popular as Skeletor. Some are like this guy, and you have to dig really deep to get a hold of him. Tri-Klops is what I call an almost hero. Yeah, this guy has all the charm and powers to become a hero, but I guess the creators changed their mind at the last minute. Nevertheless, I'm glad Tri-Klops made it to the pages and managed just enough popularity to reach us in 2024. I hope you enjoyed this episode. See you in the next one.